Yo, yo, yo. Bro, I've realized recently. Oh, by the way, this is my first Crystal match of the day, so. I'm such a bot, dude. I think I'm at like the most depressing point in my Crystal journey. Cause like back in like early August when I started, I think I started exactly at August 1st. Hold on, let me turn my game sounds. I never thought I was gonna get low tier 3. Like, I just assumed that I'd be like a high tier 5 forever, and that I might not even get tier tested. I mean, I did. How did my anchor go through his shield? But like, I think like from August to January, right? I never expected to actually get anything from Crystal. I expected it to be some random hobby, right? With no worth. But now I'm seriously getting to the point where I probably could get low tier 3, but it just seems like I'm not able to. Like, my gameplay is like, I remember back in like September, right? Ooh, bro, locked in. I'm such a bot. GG. But like now, like I was saying, like I could probably get like high tier 4 and low tier 3, and that's like a serious thing. But like, I just feel like the metas are so stupid. I'm gonna start with that. Like, double blast prot is never something that we needed. Dr. Donut did not cook. What sucks the most is that, like, I was watching his live stream when he asked for people to sign the petition for double blast prot to reduce knockback even more. And like, genuinely, I signed that petition on the website that he told me to go to. But that was before I played Crystal or even knew what that would do. But like now, I feel like you can't even D-tap anymore. That's like how trash the update was. Like, wasn't D-tapping like the icon of Crystal? Isn't that like the first thing that you learn? Like, new gens. Like, I'm a new gen, right? But like, they don't even... I sound like an unk talking about how Gen Z or Gen Alpha can't read, bro. They genuinely cannot even D-tap. Oh, J-Dub's on. But like, I feel like double blast prot was not something that the community needed. And also, it's just really hard to make content. Because like, you can't combo someone in double blast prot. They're just going to immediately break out of it. like, you can, like, there's not even an incentive to double hand anymore, really. Like, see, like, all these people are used to playing double blast prot. That's why none of them can D-hand. Because they're just so used to playing soft crystal. Where everything's just, like, handed to them. And I just think that crystal is devolving backwards. Like, now there are people who are so soft that they literally call it vanilla instead of crystal. Like, it's crystal, bro. It's not anchor spamming. It's not flying around the map for 20 minutes. It's using crystals and anchors to kill someone. But also, like I was saying, like, I think I am low tier 3 skills sometimes. But then other times, I'm just complete trash. But it's like, the metas just keep changing, bro. Like, I remember back in, like, late 2024, I played Crystal, but, like, I was genuinely trash. Like, I started seriously training in August. Let me put it that way. And so basically, like, back then, like, I don't think anybody used the Elytra. Like, I'm sure people did, but, like, or not Elytra, Mace. But, like, people in Drain Test didn't just spam it, bro. And I get how it can be useful, but, like, do you really need to use all 24 of your fireworks to get off one pop on someone? And add, like, 10 minutes to the Drain fight? And and speaking of it, it's just like using a crutch, bro. It's because people don't actually want to use the main thing because it's too confusing. Like, it's the reason why people liked modern PvP in the first place back in, like, 2016. As Technoblade put it, it's just because nobody else can figure it out either, bro. So we're all just in this together and complete noobs. And that's why people at first liked the new system, because now they could catch up with other people. But, like, you see people... Oh, he's using an actual bow. That's so weird. But, like, nowadays, right? There's people who... Like, after this fight, I'm gonna try to get on Stray if I remember. And I feel like I'm gonna be completely transparent. Wait, I forgot to get on Stray. But, like, people on Stray will just completely... I don't think they even touch the ground. I think I use anchors as a crutch. I don't like it. It's my playstyle. I try to use more crystals, because I just think it's more fair to people to have a more balanced playstyle. And also, I just think being able to use crystals is a necessary part of crystal PvP. Yo. Alright, I'm getting on straight. But like people will like settle on one thing, like they'll spam anchors or they'll just completely spam shield thinking that will help. By the way, it doesn't. Anyone who's actually good at the game can just disable your shield. Like I'm trash at disabling shields and I can still do it. Because these people just hold it up the entire time. Like see, there's already someone just completely made it, bro. Or like they'll just spam mace in Elytra. Like, this is not what Crystal was meant to be at first. Like, I'm sure... like, the people who originally played... Like, if you showed the playstyle of Drain to people who played, like, in 2022... I mean, first they'd think it was crazy. The way that people are playing. Oh, that kid's a sweat. But, like, they'd think it's just so dumb that you're just spamming mace all the time. Like, that's completely defeating the point of using crystals. And also, like, I'm not sure I want to, like, be high ranking. Because, like, I remember I posted a short yesterday, right? And it was about that kid that's just... I don't even know why he thought I was hacking, bro. But, like, if I'm gonna get accusated like that all the time just because I'm, like, low tier 2, I don't want low tier 2. Because that's just stupid. Bro, 4 days. And also all the people that think that Crystal is just whoever can spam crystals faster. That's like saying SMP is simply who left clicks more, bro. And the amount of incompetent staff and any tier list, like I watched Swite's like rant video about how utterly stupid and incompetent the staff for Nethpod is. And I just feel like okay, I don't know what I was cooking, but like I just feel like I don't want to compete on... Actually, like, I probably am still going to play on NCPvP, but, like, everyone on there is corrupt. Like, there's no way that Shy Guy isn't working with Marlo even now. Or Danger Mario. Because, like, you aren't just going to ban the owner of the tier list. That's just not something that happens. And, as far as I know, Danger Mario's had 2 ults. Like, Rapture and Marlo. And, like, what do you mean you're getting 50k a month split across 2 people? 2 people. You don't even pay your staff. Hey, no, I'm getting cooked by this kid, bro. How did I clutch that? But, like, I don't think any tier list is ever gonna be not corrupt. Like, my latest video that I pushed out, right? I think that's gonna get corrupt too. Like, I don't think ranking should ever be something that should just be across one thing. Or even if we should be ranking at all. Because... like, how is the PvP community stupid enough? And yes, I know, I was also kind of stupid. I thought Marlowe was legit until, like, November or December. I caught it, like, barely earlier than the other people. But, like, how was the entire community stupid enough to get fooled by some random guy named Danger Mario for 6 years? I just feel like the PvP community is... Are we serious, bro? I'm not sure there should be a ranking system. Because like I was saying, if we're stupid enough to get fooled by one person, like, how do we not see... I mean, like, I get there were some people, like, Dr. Donut, and I'm sure, like, some people have thought this through, but, like, the majority of people just blindly trusted what's arguably one of the most blatant people ever. Like, how do we not even just see the crystal speed? Like, obviously, at the very least, what we knew before was that Marlowe keyboard plays. I mean, that's the theory that some people had. And also was an alt of Danger Mario. Like, we should have been able to restrict Marlowe from PvP tiers at least, like, years ago, bro. Okay, maybe I'm just a little salty from my last tier test. I do think that, like, one test every month isn't as accurate as it could be for testing skill. How did my mouse land in the one slot that didn't have a totem, bro? Like I said, I think that the anchor spam strat, which was kind of started by Marlowe, by the way, because he was the first one to spam anchors, because, like, back in, like, 1.18, right? D-taps were a 33 to 66 chance to start anchor spamming, right? Because anchors were more reliable. And I think that's what started the anchor spam. Again, I know I anchor spam. And I know that's stupid of me to say, but, like, some people genuinely, their entire thing is just that they can place anchors fast. And I mean, like, sure, it's cool, but, like, what are the slots, the 2 slots with, like, obsidian and crystals for? If you're just like, I've played people who genuinely only use anchors. They did not pull out even obsidian a single time in my entire fight. This kid's a perfect example. Bro doesn't even say GG. Alright. And also, I think the sheer amount of toxic... Like, I would argue to say that PvP is really the only toxic... Like, widespread toxic game. Like, I'm sure, like, in the building community, there's a few people who are like, Lightmatica is bad. But, like... Those are, like, the idiots, right? It's not a large majority of the builder population, right? But the PvP community, oh my gosh, they live to be toxic. They're just there to drag you down the entire time, bro. Like, either people are bad and they're toxic, or they're good and they're toxic, or they ult and they're toxic, or they cheat and they're toxic. Like, there's so many bad things about a PvPer, but it always comes with toxic attached to it. Like, I think I've only seen, like, I could probably count on my hands on my 2 hands how many what was bro's plan, bro? Or like some people's playstyles is genuinely just to raise your cortisol. Like, some people will just throw wind charges at you. Like, even the speedrunning community, which is literally probably the second most competitive game community in Minecraft. Alright, bro. So, GG. Yeah, GG. Alright. Great. And some people are genuine, what's the word? I'm sorry. Narcissists. Oh, he's pretty good. People are genuine narcissists, bro. They think that everyone else cheats. I mean, like, a lot of people cheat, but, like, they think that genuinely anyone above high tier 4 is a cheater, except for them. Like, have you seen those, like, quote-unquote best, low tier 1, like, blah, 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 egos me and then gets humbled in a wager? Have you seen those videos? That's how, like, egoistic these people are. And I mean, like, of course there's people who have good self-esteem, but then I'm talking about the people who literally would worship themselves if they could, bro. Yo, 2 white skins fighting. Ooh, that would have been tough. We might be evenly matched. I'm going to admit, sometimes like ping and annoying playstyles do get to me, and I get rage baited. But like, I just think Minecraft PvP, it was never people were never meant to be ranked fairly. Like I'd go so far to say is we're all egotistical, at least a little. And I don't think that's really meant for a ranking system. Like, I remember I had this one friend, right, that I used to go to school with, and I would play PvP with him. He was so toxic, bro. Like, genuinely one of the most toxic people I've ever met. Actually, no, I've had 2 friends that were like that. And they weren't even that good, right? Or one of them wasn't. And if I ever comboed him, he just said I was using kill art. I'm like, I'm dead serious, bro. Like, every single time. And he said, yeah, but like, I was cooking you in pot PvP back in March. And I'm like, gang, that was a year ago. And you didn't even cook me. You won by like 1 point. You know the saying, are we, okay. Bro! GG. Man, Sword is probably my most rage-baited game mode. I should not be playing this. Especially not on stream. Why do I always fight the people who are good and sweaty and ping carried? Oh, he said GG. Okay, this is what I mean by sweaty, bro. Yo, hold on. I think it's mostly because the PvP community, and Minecraft in general, is a male-dominated community, so it's just oozing with testosterone, bro. I also think that the fact that it's ruled by Discord, which is also kind of a, how do I say it? No life community, Not to be like offensive, but I feel like they're both kind of like I took a shower in 89 type thing, right? 1889, by the way. And I think those two combined with, like I said, overly male representation just makes it just have pointless infighting. Free tag. Yo, what? This is what I mean by no life, bro. Like, both of us are sweats and tryhards. I 3-block, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how I 3-block. I kind of just started doing it one day. It was... Okay, actually, it was when I got my new computer. That I actually started 3-blocking. I'm not sure if, like, something deep inside of me awakened, or if it was just that my newer computer, like, had something about settings, like maybe lower input latency. Because we all know Apple's MacBooks are really made for gaming. Professional gaming especially, right? Yeah, bro. Bro, I'm barely trying. Like, at least time your hits, bro. You're not even on Bedrock Edition, bro. I hope he gets better, bro. That kid was legit me back in 2023. Because I switched from Bedrock Edition. Ooh, I feel the sweat from this kid. What could you possibly be configuring? There's nothing about this kit that needs changing. Watch bro do that like insta one shot thing with the vape client. Alright. So what is this? Holy pink, Gary.